Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Raging Cajuns will put total leather and we'll get started. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Getting set for first down. The give to the tailback. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's caught. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
That's a good job by the drag right there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. All things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
To the ground, he's got it again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And the Roadrunners have this offense roll. Looking for space, it's Henry. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires it. Finds a man in the middle. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
football and have success.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense set for a first down play. The give to the lone running back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the QBs making a big play and getting the ball back to its offense.
A first down run in the red zone. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UTSA! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground, off right tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
If they can convert here, that type of play
pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and force the incompletion.
And the Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the move, it's Anderson. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking for a productive play on first down. Leaves it with the back. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
A very productive play on first down has now set us up for this 2nd and goal. Defense, one stop. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Roadrunner.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
You see this a lot from offensive coordinators. Where are you weak? Where are you vulnerable? Where can I get an edge? And you see him try to get the ball in the perimeter early in the first quarter. Can I get outside the tackle boxes and have success?
And not only that, stretch them side to side, and it can pay off with your inside runs.
No doubt. Get them running sideline to side. Also get them a little tired.
Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now, guys. Of course, we're only in the first quarter. This guy's already thrown one pick. He should have thrown his second right there.
Feeling some heat. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. The Raging Cajuns will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Anderson. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Looking for room. It's Henry. Fights off the defender. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They'll throw it on first down. Pressure coming. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
To the ground with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Offenses go and work on it all week. 3rd downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite.
Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to that.
Got his man quickly. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
1st and 10 from their own 17. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that
make the play, and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They'll go to the ground. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. It's a draw. Smashes through. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going. But they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. The give to Davis. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Throws for the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Trying to get to it. He looks that one in nicely. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Sixth play of the drive coming up.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Makes the grab outside. It's Perry. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
That's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Raging Cajuns are threatening in the red zone. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Going for it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Handoff from the gun. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. Running there. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. He's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Henry. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Give to the back. Crosses the 40, he's got it. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away.
Great
right through the upright. And the Roadrunners will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line.
Bring it in!
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They go to the draw. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play. They get just enough to keep the drive alive.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you move that defense when you have a good pocket? You've got time to throw. You get a little bit of time to throw. Move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Fast motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. The aerial assault continues. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take it. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
And the ball is intercepted. Touchdown, Louisiana. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point gets him a little closer at 31-10. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Fair catch, called for and made. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir. No, boss. Get it together.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But man, just a mishap, a little overthrown.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. He's looking to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. The Raging Cajuns will call on their punt team. On the return, it's Anderson. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it and be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and going their necks for this defense.
The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Trying to convert this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
I'll tell you what, it puts you in a tough position. You're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Cajuns. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Not going to risk a return here. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. To the air, it's McCown. He's right on target. Turns it on in midfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in for him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start for maybe turning this defensive effort around.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up for him.
And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. This should be the last play of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. It's incomplete, and we'll change into the field now. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Quarterback checking off. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He wants to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
And the Raging Cajuns line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. On the move to the 30. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of 1st downs. I need 2. I need 2 1st downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the ball.
Makes the grab. It's Henry. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Good back-to-back plays for this defense. Like, this is the crucial moment in the game. Like, you know they're running the football. You know they want to eat clock. A lot of bodies near the line of scrimmage. This defense needs one more stop just like it.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Throws to the wideout. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense with this possession.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You've got to make something happen. Really, really good job on the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And he finally breaks when they get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Got it! So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't...
Touchdown, Reds and Cajun! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby! And they'll try to tack on 2. Looking to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Let's get it. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Looking to throw, it's McCown. Getting some heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
Man, I can't do that here, right? I got the football, I got the lead, the clock is my friend, and now I call
receiver. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Hand off from the shotgun. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is ready to move those sticks for the first down.
Jesse and Bruce could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense is first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Red pass, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Henry. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
A great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swimming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, UTSA! They move on top here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one match.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter of the touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They'll try the run. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Trying to get everybody set, but the clock's still running.
to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with the W.
He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up the first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The Raging Cajuns want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This late in the game, 4 quarter, go time. We got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's 3rd down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Bringing it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Roadrunner.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is through, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Unleashes one deep. Through the end zone. It's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting a big turnover. Got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
We got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments and big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.